Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you're new to the page, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. It's the least you can do. Listen, I'm concentrated on solely focused on making you as much money as possible. All right, let's just keep this going. I'm gonna put these on. Let's go right into it, good people. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Listen, the indices are down today. As we could see, the Dow is down almost 600 points, 585. NASDAQ, negative 82. S&P, negative 40. And these were green in the pre-markets, right? And so what's happening? We got a sell-off going on. Now, why is there a sell-off going on? Well, let's see. This is a Barron's report. The Dow Jones Industry Average, S&P, and NASDAQ are all falling. Why? We had some numbers that came out this morning, manufacturers. Look, stocks pulled back in afternoon trading after the hotter than expected manufacturing survey sparked worries over interest rates. Okay, Nvidia is still up. We'll look at that in a minute. And what else is going on? Bond yields. All right. Remember, when bond yields go up, the dollar goes up and stocks goes down. Right. With the 10-year treasury yield up 4.478%. All right. And gold futures fell, right? So we got a lot going on, good people. I'm sorry, I got a lot of windows going, stuff popping up right now. So bond yields high, which means stocks low, all right? Remember, dollar strong, stocks weak. That's the correlation, okay? And so that is really wreaking havoc on the stock market. Now the Dow, as you can see, down 600 points. For those of you that are playing the SQs, and for those of you that is shorting the SPY and shorting the S&P, if I was in that position, I would definitely be out today. Meaning put options. That's what I'm talking about when I say shorting. I meant to say put options. I would be out today wherever it is at the lowest. Be careful. Don't be greedy. Don't hold options longer just because you're gambling when you're in good profits. Hopefully, I get this up in time to save someone some money, because there could be a reversal tomorrow and you can wipe out all of your profits. Don't be greedy, okay? So let's look at Nvidia. Nvidia now is up, right? It was up over 8%. It was up at 10%, I believe, at one point. Nvidia is a monster. Nvidia, to me, is the new Tesla, just like Tesla was the new Apple. As you can see, over the last 5 days, we're up. Over the last month, we're up. And in the last year, we're up 236%. Now, we're going to go over their numbers. You know what? We're not going to go over their numbers. The numbers are like month over month, good people. Month over month. Nvidia has just been absolutely insane, killing it. All right? Just killing it. Just scroll down here like I did on yesterday. You can see quarter over quarter, they have been killing it with revenue and earnings. Okay? The blue is revenue. The yellow is net income. Just look at that quarter over quarter, absolutely smashing it. And listen, a sea of green. It is insane. And the future is still looking bright for Nvidia. Now, I want to bring something up that's going to help most of you guys, and that's what I'm about. I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I jack up the King's English, but I know how to make money, okay? So I want to tell you this, and Keenan Grace brought it up on yesterday's video, and it is something that I've been talking about too, about not looking at your average and having your average cause you to be locked. Now, for those of you on the Patreon, this year, I did a call option on Nvidia, and at the time, I believe it was $4.75. But I also encouraged people not to just follow the option play, but I encourage people simply to buy NVIDIA because at the beginning of this year, I was saying it's going to be $1,000 this year. And I said within the next 12 to 18 months. Well, it came early, right? I said NVIDIA's $1,000 stock. Just like a lot of you guys have been hearing, it's no news to people that's been following NVIDIA, right? But I put my money where my mouth is. Now, here's something I want to show you guys that's really going to help you guys. That's what I'm here for. So I shared this portfolio on yesterday. Now, let's look at NVIDIA. Clearly, you could see that NVIDIA here, that's the second line down, in this portfolio, which is up over 30%. This is my blue chip portfolio. In this portfolio, before the earnings came out, you can clearly see that I was up 153%. Okay, 153%. Now, after closing bell, and I bought some more. Well, I had some more set to buy, all right, before earnings. So it bought in the aftermarkets. So when I looked at my portfolio, this same portfolio that I created for you guys, remember, this is not all of the NVIDIA that I have. So let's go back and look. This is for learning lessons only, okay? So if you look at NVIDIA, you could see that you could see how much I have in there, right? But here's the problem. And I suffer from this too sometimes because it's a disease. You guys see where NVIDIA, I'm up 153%, right? That looks good. And we don't want to bother that number, right? We don't want to mess it up by buying more on the way up. So, leave me a coffee cup if this is you. You don't want to mess that nice round number up, right? But here's what I want to show you. Look at the profit. The profit is $9,887. As you can see now, I'm up only 80%. But look at the profit, $11,000, right? And so now it's a $25,000 value. So you can see or calculate the extra money, but look at how much I'm up for the day. So what I want you guys not to do is I want you not to concentrate on that 153%. For some of you, it's 100%. For some of you, it's 50%. For some of you, it's 30%. I want you to concentrate on the total gains. Yesterday before earnings, I was up 9,800, but now I'm up 11,000 on this same stock, okay? Because I'm not worried. Now, why are you saying this, Larry? So for a lot of guys that are beginners, I have a lot of beginners following this page, and I want you to break these bad habits. It's just like being a new golfer and having bad posture. It haunts you, okay? And we don't want you to go down that path. So it's okay to buy up. It's okay to buy the S&P as it goes up. Someone asked that question on yesterday. Yes, what about the S&P 500, okay? Is it too late? And that was a great question, okay? And my answer is no, it is not too late to buy the S&P 500. This is what I told them. I suggested, okay, what I would do. That's what I have to say. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. But on this one, I'll roll with it. I'll just take it. Now, here's what I want to show you. For the max, it's going up. It's going up. So at some point, it ran up 86%, and someone said it's too late. All right. But no, all you had to do is continue through the downturn, continue through the upturn, and then you're back up again. Then it fell down, right? And then right here, again, someone said when it recovered, okay, is it too late? Well, the ones that tapped out missed another 246% gain on a stock that you are not going to lose sleep over. This is not GME AMC. These are not meme coins. These are wealth, true generational wealth builders, okay? This is the S&P 500. Now, Nvidia is a blue chip company. As you could see, it is the perfect example of a blue chip company. All right. What is that? It has earnings. It has revenue. It has revenue quarter over quarter, net income quarter over quarter. When you see a sea of green, EBITDA, look at that. Earnings per share, net margins, net income, all right? Revenue, all right? So when you see that and they're all green, it's a good thing, all right? That's a company that has a good track record. Now, marry that with what the future looks like with AI. Is AI in a bubble? If it's in a bubble, it's in the first quarter of a bubble, and there is a lot of time. Now, companies like Nvidia at the time has a moat around it, just like Tesla did. Tesla had a moat around it, meaning that they had built out this infrastructure. They had their own charging stations and all of this. They were eons above other companies. So that's when you hear the term, they have a moat around it, that means that nobody can touch them. A moat is just like a castle, right? And then they have that river built around it, right? And that river has alligators in it. That's the moat, right? You're protected. So this is what's going on now with Nvidia. Yeah, there was a lot of MU. There's a ton of AMD. There's a ton of other chip manufacturers that are on their case or on the chase, should I say. But Nvidia still has time, all right? And so with what I said or suggested to the young lady that asked about, is it too late to buy the S&P 500? This is what I said, and this is me. Now, you have your suggestion, I have mine. I'm concentrated on building long-term generational wealth. I suggested to put, $100 whenever. Some of you can do it daily, some of you can do it weekly, some of you can do it monthly, okay? And for some of you, it's $500 a month. For some of you, it's $1,000 a month. For some of you, it's $10,000 a month. I suggested putting 25% of that in the S&P or QQQ. I believe Mo brought that up last night, and he's right. I looked at my QQQ because it's heavily weighted in AI, okay? So, but I would split it up between the QQQ and the overall S&P 500 and just accumulate. Now, make sure that you are putting the other $75 in your trading portfolio. Get ready, because when something does happen, now I want you to continue putting 25% of that. Let's just take $100, for example. Continue to put the $25 in, and buy something like the S&P or QQQ or any ETF that's going to get you gains like the overall stock market, VTI, you pick. I suggest right now, QQQ is going to be even better. But make sure you're putting that other $75 in your trading accounts, plural, right? Then when the market falls, okay, and it will eventually, okay, it's like I keep saying, you can't just keep eating without taking what? A dump. Now, eventually it's going to fall. And when it does fall, all right, just like we did here and like we did here, you know what this was, right? We all know what this was, COVID. Then this is the time that you start to put the other $75 in, or the other 75% in. Not all at once. You get a 15 or 20% dip in the S&P, you put another 25 in there. Then it dips again, you put another 25% in there. And then it dips again, you put another 25% in there. And if it doesn't do the other two dips, you save that money. But at some point, you're deploying all of your capital into a good, solid blue chip company or an ETF, which is what I'm showing you now. So I made this video because I wanted to share with you guys some gems that we shared last night. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you, for those of you that didn't, even for those of you that did, yesterday's live, I'm going to leave it at the end of this video. In your upper right hand, you'll see it come on the end screen, right? And I want you to go to 4348. I already have it marked as build wealth. And I'm telling you that myself, Stockmo, Keenan, Grace, right, and Stocks with Josh, we all talked about best practices, how to build true generational wealth. Yes, it's okay to do options. 80% of you guys are going to lose over a 10-year period. But someone's talked about Starbucks coffee and how people are dedicated to their Starbucks coffee. I just want to reiterate something I said last night. I'm telling you that if you take the average person when you graduate out of high school, if you invest the same amount of money that you're buying coffee, Starbucks, okay, by the time you get your first job until the time you retire, invest in the simple S&P 500 or half in the S&P and half in QQQ. I'm telling you, by the time you retire, you'll have well over $1 million, 1.2, $1.4 million by simply investing the same amount as a cup of coffee. So yes, we have all of these hot plays and all of this to talk about all of the time, but I just wanted to get back to some fundamentals because we have a lot of new people that are just chasing meme coins and meme stocks and don't have lifetime true generational wealth building stocks in their portfolio. Please show this to your kids. I'm going to make another video for you guys to show to your kids, and then you guys watch it also, okay? Listen, this is brought to you by Stock Up You. If you want to get a leg up and really start making gains and making smart decisions on investing and trading, this will be the top link below. Stock Up University. Come join thousands of us, not just in stock market, but in crypto also. And yes, I have Keenan Grace lending a hand. I got Stocks with Josh. Josh is going to teach you beginners trading. We're going to teach you beginners option. And I talk about the overall stock market and how I come up with my plays with my psychology, momentum plays. Then we got Mommy Trader talking about dividends. So while we're making this hot, quick money, we're also going to make what? Long-term money, right? I'm going to leave it right there, good people. We're going to start dropping these lessons in because I don't want you guys to be just rich. I want you to be wealthy. Live, love, laugh, and learn.